Hello. Hi. It's me, Mixelmix, Crafty Cyborg VTuber here. And I totally didn't realize that the timer wasn't running. I'm so sorry about that. Oopsie. Anyways, we're back here today. Hi Looter. Hello YouTube chat. Hello Twitch chat. We're back here live on YouTube and Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern to do some cosplay stuff. Cosplay. So what are we doing exactly? We're making a pattern. We're making an insert, a collared shirt insert, so that I can pretend to have a collared shirt when I'm doing the cosplay. Because right now the shirt that I'm using is actually a T-shirt, so that doesn't have a collar. So we're going to, instead of remaking the T-shirt to make it have a collar, I'm gonna make an insert so that it'll look like I have a collar and I don't add a collar to the T-shirt. Yeah. Oh, this looks good shirt. Yeah, thanks. This is a good shirt. This is one of my work shirts. We're gonna. Thankfully, we're not gonna be tearing this apart. We're just gonna be tracing it so we have a pattern to make a collared shirt insert for a T-shirt. So, how do we do that exactly? We need some tape, and we need some scrap paper. We can get the scrap paper. Hold on. Have like a bunch of scrap paper. Is this scrap? No, this one's not scrap. This one's accidental good paper. We have a bunch of scrap paper here, and we're gonna be tearing this apart, Lisa. And we're gonna be using this to cover the shirt, and then once that's done, we're gonna lift it off, and that's gonna be our template. So I need scissors. There we go. Okay. We're gonna get started, I guess. Let's go make some patterns. We're gonna want. Ooh. Let's say up to here, and then, because when we tape this on, the tape is also gonna be part of the length of the pattern. I need to remember that. So let's just cut. We'll fold it and then cut it. How about that? How about them apples? Let's get this into pleats and then we'll fold it like that. I think that's a good plan. So we're gonna just like fold a bunch of this. Anyways, how's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Let's freaking go. You excited for Pride Month? I'm gonna keep saying Pride Month. Pride Month is always good because it always filters out the type of people that I don't want in my stream. So that's always nice. I think I remember I tweeted out Happy Pride one time on Twitter, and I wound up losing five followers. I'm good. I don't know exactly what you expected here, but it's if you're gonna get upset by me appreciating Pride Month, then you can go find someone else to follow. So just gonna get some strips going, and then we're gonna cut the strips, and then we're gonna use the strips to cover up this T-shirt. Now, could I simply trace this onto a piece of paper? Perhaps, but that's hard. And this process, even though it's a little more resource intensive, is far more easier to work with. I'm just gonna cut. Oh no, we're gonna cut this, and then we can layer this and just start cutting the strips. And these strips we're gonna tape to the shirt and get our pattern from it. It doesn't really matter if it looks good or not, because this is not gonna be like the final pattern. The final pattern we're probably gonna trace onto cardboard, so that we have something solid to keep in storage, like to keep on our roster of patterns we want to use, like in future builds, in future cosplay projects. In the future cosplay projects in the future. Yeah, that's yep. And I just realized my where's my round desktop document? No, where's All Night shouldn't be open. Chat. Where is my? Hold on. Desktop mic, background, document, display. Where are my closed captions? It's like my chat spell closed caption. Here we go. No, I need the tools. Settings. Desktop mic. What? Testing. I don't know, it disappeared. Yeah, I don't understand what is going on. Caption sources heard on stream? Weird. Let's make it something else. Oh my gosh. Hold on. There. Testing. There we go. Okay. You're cutting the paper just a moment, it's gone? Oh! Oh, so like it just like disappeared for some. Oh, that's weird. That is strange. Okay, well it should be back now. Yay, they're back! Woohoo! Let's go. Okay. We got our scraps. We're probably gonna make more. We're probably gonna need more, but we can use these for now. Actually, before we make the shirt, let's just get the trace for the collar, actually. You know, no. Actually, yeah, we'll do the collar first, and then if we have time, we'll do the rest of the shirt. I feel like that's more in line with... Because I did say making a collar pattern for the title. So let's make the collar pattern. Collar. Not color. Collar. Oh, okay, well, whatever. You know what I mean. I think. Oh, this is not gonna be flat. Oh no, this isn't gonna be flat. Maybe we'll do half. We'll do half the collar, and then... Is it just gonna be a square? Oh, it's just gonna... Is this collar just a square? Bruh. That's kind of funny. Okay, there's like a bit of a curve. There's like the tiniest curve. The tiniest curve. The smallest of curves. Okay. So basically what we do is... This is a little scuff. Actually. Okay, so this one... The tape is not part of the pattern. That's not going to be confusing at all. Need more space, man. I need more space, man. So that's gonna lay flat there, and then we're gonna tape this onto the shirt. Tape onto shirt. So if you can imagine, I'm gonna cover up the entire collar in this manner. And that way, we're basically tracing the shape of the collar using the paper. And that way, we can use that paper to then trace onto other fabric and stuff to get our pieces that we want to sew together to make our costume. This is a technique that I just tore a hole in the glove. No. All right. Well. Maybe sometime this week I will invest in streaming gloves that don't tear apart when handling tape. There. Hole has been covered. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Here we go. And do this. Cover it here. Tape. The scuff glove might become a trademark or stream. Best to keep them. You think? You think the scuff glove's gonna be a trademark? It's fashion? Oh my gosh. Yeah, welcome to stream, Repto. Hello, YouTube chat. That's funny. This is gonna be my legacy. Is there these two mismatched gloves? One of them completely like covered in tape. There's a tear on this one too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to cover this one up as well. This is gonna be part of my new outfit. I'm gonna have blue gloves with green green fingertips to represent the scuffed gloves that I keep tearing holes in. Oh my god. That's kind of funny. I like that. I like that. See, eventually the glove will become fully tape. Just this monstrosity of a hand, just completely covered in tape. There. Repair complete. So we got the thumb, and we got our two, the pointer and the middle finger. Perfect. That's funny. That's good. That's good. Two left. Oh my gosh, with any luck, it's gonna happen today. See? a more experienced streamer would have um well, they would have gotten proper gloves, but they would have also they would have also maybe I shouldn't do it like that. Maybe I should layer it this way. I'll layer it this way. They also would have cut pieces of tape in advance. I need to stop using the non-taped fingers. The taped fingers are the ones that are resistant now to being torn. In theory. There we go. The environmentalist in me is screaming at how much tape I'm using for all of this. But alas, we need some structure up in this. Craftsman's mind. Oh! Jakin? Welcome to stream. Hello, Twitch chat. Craftsman mind thinks different. Craftsman mind thinks not. Craftsman's mind thinks very little. Craftsman's mind is a jar of marbles rattling around. The idea that comes forward is the marble that makes the most fun sound. Experience lowers the beauty of scuff. Some streamers fit the whole idea into scuff, yet that creates a problem of fakeness. Well, there you go. We got some genuine scuff. It's 100% real. Nothing faked. Ba, ba, ba. "100% real scuff, just like the ancestors intended. They look down on me and smile. Ah, yes. Mixo Mix has become an entertainer." That will bring in the dough. That will bring it. Oh my god. You know what? It fills my heart with joy. That's where I'm winning. Being here with y'all fills my heart with joy. And that's what matters the most. Now, if only I could buy bread with joy, then we'll be cooking. Oh yeah. I think that's we'll make the curve a little smoother when we reminds me of 100% human brain rot, no AI fake slop. Hell yeah, none of that AI slop here. This is 100% genuine human stupidity. This is not artificial intelligence. This is genuine stupidity. Pop, pop, pop. And then tape. And then we're gonna tear this in half, and then that goes there, and that goes. Oh, no, that goes here. Perfect. POV of math after test was beauty. So that is now a rough pattern of the or like the what's the word for the collar. Is the sheet of paper gonna be long enough for both of it? No, it's not. Okay, so we're still gonna need to we're still gonna transfer this onto a proper sheet of paper. Actually, we could just do that now. Okay, let's do that now. So that's our first pattern. So now we can put the shirt away for now. We'll fold these in because these are not part of the pattern. Put the tape away too. And now we're going to trace this onto a scrap piece of... Ooh. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping all over the place. You know what? Let's just get a new piece of... Let's just get like a fresh piece of paper and we'll trace it off of that. Can you still hear me as I'm like turned away? Maybe you can. The beauty of this desk mic. I mean, I guess I could also do the same with like my headset mic, but the desk mic in theory is slightly better. So trace on we need pencil, we need a ruler, and we need more desk space. We also need bench curve. Wow. Okay. Showing that off for now, we're not going to use it just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to very carefully... No, hold on. Put this here, down like that. Okay. We're going to like just like as best we can, we're going to trace this out. And then we're going to go over everything with like the French curve and the ruler to get the straight edges to be actually straight and like the curves to be actual curves. Now, could I have put this closer to like an edge or something so I'm not completely wasting this piece of paper? Absolutely. But this is for the stream. This is for the content. Okay. So that is roughly the shape. Now we know that this is supposed to be straight. So we're going to straighten this edge like that. And we know that this is supposed to be straight. So we're going to straighten this edge like this. And then we know that that's supposed to be curved. We're going to get our French curve. And we're going to try to figure out where on the curve does it fit with... I want to say here, between 45 and 23.5. You see that 45, that lines up with that corner, and then 23.5 lines up with this corner. So there you go. That's like the top curve. And the bottom curve is going to be the same thing. So 23.5. Is it 45? Is it 45? 23.5 and 45. Oh yeah, I guess since this is not, they're going in this way, not straight down. Like these two lines aren't parallel, so the curve is going to be a little shorter. So you can do 4. Maybe like, is it here? 41 and 21? 41 and like 21 point something. There we go. And that's like half. So that's like half our half of our thing. And then we'll do marking here. What's going on with this pencil? The marking here. So what did I say? This is 45 and then 21.5. And then what were these two again? Like 44 and 23 point something. 44 and... No, that can't be right. 43? What? What did I... The 41? It's 42. Oh, 42, 21 point something. Okay. So 42 and 21.9. 21.9. The reason why I'm writing these down is I'm going to, because it's supposed to be half, right? So we're going to do the second half on the bottom here. I'm going to trace this out again. Or I could just cut it out and then trace it like that. I think I'm just going to do that. We don't need to make it any more complicated. Technically, the errors will like continue to compound through the design, but like it's fine. At some point, this does not become this deviates away from being a exact science, which is fine. There we go. Oh, are we focused at all on the... Okay, there we go. Oh, ads are gonna be starting soon on Twitch. They might be taking a break as soon as we're done cutting this sheet. Oh. There we go. Let me flip it. Oh, let's not put the scissors next to the wire. There. We're gonna trace that after our break. Alright. Take a little break. Oh my god. Oh. Just rest my back. Rest my eyes. Have a drink. Have a Kit Kat? No. There's no Kit Kats. We don't have Kit Kats here. Liquefied. Just completely liquefy into the sea. And just chill. Oh. There we go. Ads are running on Twitch. Alright. Yeah, so you're gonna be chilling for a minute and a half. Happy Pride Month again. For those of you who have just joined, it is June. It's Pride Month. My Twitter has been inundated with Pride memes. It is fantastic. We're having a good time. Oh my god. Oh. Stretching my back. My back has been so curled up working on all this sewing stuff. And I told myself, it was a couple years back. It was my last major cosplay project. I dressed up as Nora Valkyrie from Ruby. And I'm like, oh man, I thought this stream was gonna be a visual novel stream at first. Oh no, you're right. That's Friday. You're so right. That's Friday. Visual novel stream is gonna be on Friday. We're gonna be doing all the mail routes for the one visual novel that I was reading, Endless Overhaul. It's gonna be good. I'm so excited to get back to that. I freaking love Mechabare. The subtitles are not really gonna pick that up. It's fine, because technically it's an explicit topic. But it's fine. Anyways, welcome back, Twitch chat. We're back from the break. We're just doing some Pride chat. Now we're gonna trace this pattern. That's the beauty of not currently being monetized on YouTube, is that I can do stuff that might risk demonetization without fear of demonetization because there's nothing to demonetize. That's how that works, right? Right? Right, chat? That's how that works. Wait, I'm not like risking future like possibilities, am I? Okay. That's our... Maybe I should have made this line up. It doesn't matter. I understand what those markings mean. Okay, so now we cut this out. Pride chatting? Ah, yes, the best. I just committed a pride. Yippee! Yes, I have just completed my shoot, what's it called? Like a I forgot the joke. It's fine. I'll try to think of the word throughout the rest of the stream. Corporate mandated. I just remember. I just did my corporate mandated pride, and now I am done for June. Corporate dictates. I do pride things for June for the shareholders, and then I'm done. I don't know. Honestly, me too. I don't know. Hi Jojo Phoenix. Hello Twitch chat. Happy Pride Month. We are all doing a pride. What you doing? My best. No, I am making a pattern for a collared shirt insert for a costume. Like the first half of June. First half day of June, just take the flag off. Yeah, it's like it's like April Fools, where it's like it only counts until like noon, and then after it hits like noon April Fools, like you're done. Like when we do that, but instead you do that, but with Pride. It's like first day of June, Happy Pride, and like June, and then like noon June 1st. All right, we're done. That's it. I know. In case you're concerned as to whether or not that's a joke, it is a joke. I will be celebrating Pride throughout the entirety of June, and probably beyond, because that is who I am. But at least during the corporate mandated Pride Month, I will be swinging that rainbow flag around. Yippee! Yippee! Wahoo! I don't care. I don't think Pride Month is celebrated here. I don't think it's like that's fair. That's unfortunate, but like that's fair. There are some countries where it's like, I mean, that's the other thing too. I guess this company is half gay today. I think that's one of the things too, like with a global audience, as much as I do enjoy being liberal with the gay pride stuff, I do also understand that in some countries it is not looked positively on. So like, I don't want to get anyone in trouble in a different country for doing something that will not get me in trouble in my country, if that makes sense. But of course, respect or something. Oh, nice. That's good. But yeah, I do understand that. I do understand, like, there's a bit of nuance there, unfortunately. But there is a nuance there nonetheless. As it stands, where I am from, it is allowed. So, yay! As you celebrate here, multiple boss health. If you try to celebrate here, multiple boss health bars appear. The government just swings in. It's like, that's not allowed. No. Here, when you're with me, this is safe space where we can be prideful, and we can be happy, and hopefully be just a little bit of ourselves. That's always what I hope to do, is like provide a space for people to be themselves. Alright, so this is the collar. Oh, look at that. Whoa, that looks really fancy. Look at that fancy collar. Well, there are many pride flags here too, but none especially for Pride Month. I see what you're saying. I get you. Like, it's a general thing. I think, like, that's sort of like the overall goal, though, isn't it? Is that, like, it's not just relegated to a month. It's like, oh, it's just like a thing that everyone agrees upon is like a good thing, and everyone just sort of accepts as like the only reason we celebrate it now is because of the oppression that that it has endured. Ooh, we're getting a little deep today, aren't we? But yeah, like one of the only reasons we celebrate it now is because of the oppression people have endured because of it. So like we gotta fight back the oppression with, well, pride. Um, but eventually, in a perfect world, this would not be something to be celebrated because this is not something out of the ordinary, you know? But until then, we celebrate the hell out of it. Yeah. Okay. Collar pattern complete. We're gonna do the same thing now for the rest of the shirt. Step 1, collar. Step 2, rest of the freaking shirt. You seen that drawing? Only one see one person that was like what you call it. I don't know. How would you? I mean, okay, I get what you're saying. However, I will always take this opportunity to remind everyone that being a member of Pride does not necessarily mean like Pride and show it. I guess okay, but like just a gentle reminder, not directed to anyone. It's just sort of like you bring up a good point, and I wanted to address it. Not in this day and age, being a member of Pride does not mean that you have to look the part. There is no part to look. Being a member of Pride means it only matters about what's in your heart, what's in your brain, what you feel is correct about who you are. It's only your identity on the inside. What you do on the outside is irrelevant. Should you choose to do stuff on the outside? Completely fair. But what's important is that on the inside, you are free to be who you are. At least for me, you know. There's no part to look, there's no role to play. It's just how you feel on the inside that matters. Okay, so we got our shirt down. I'm completely for that. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm starting to sweat, my god. Hold on. Okay, so shirt. Get the front of the shirt. We're gonna get our little strips of paper. We're gonna start outlining the curvature of the shirt. I guess like we'll only need to do like half of this, because this is gonna go like inside the like inside my shirt. So the way that this works is that this is going to be like a thing that I wear like on the inside of a t-shirt, sort of like a bib kind of, but it's gonna make it look like the full shirt is a collared shirt. The message is the only important thing. Pride Month is more symbolic than the actual celebration. Exactly. Yeah. It's just a symbol. It's a symbol. It's literally a symbol of pride. Being proud of being part of the LGBTQ plus community. LGBTQIA plus, I think. They've added there's all these like other identifiers. And I always strive to remember all of them. But there are a lot. Not a complaint about like whether or not we should recognize them. It's just a complaint about how good my memory is. I'll be working if it works now. Yeah. No worries. I'm gonna lurk if you gotta lurk. I appreciate you tuning in all the same. Why am I just laying it down? You start taping this down too. Actually, it works out that I'm not gonna do the full shirt because now I have area to put the tape on. But I'm glad to see that we all have similar-minded people in chat. We will forever endeavor to create that safe space. Is a heart in Jax's Maid costume gonna have that too? I will not. I've tried doing that before for like for Nora Valkyrie, and I do not have the equipment to make that hold. Also, I do not have purple fabric to fill that in. Also, I'm like low-key planning on wearing the shirt casually, so like having a big purple heart in the center might detract from that. This one's just gonna be the collar and like front half of the shirt. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, please. I was tempted to do it though. Like I totally could try again. Because I've done it before. I tried it for Nora Valkyrie, right? If you search up Nora Valkyrie from Ruby, RWBY, she also has a kind of a shirt where she has like a heart cut out. Yeah. What was I saying? Okay, so that's gonna come down this way. And I think I tried doing that with a shirt for her, but it just I don't remember what I don't actually no, I don't think I did that. I don't think I did it for her shirt. Oh my gosh. There we go. Honestly, there's like a lot more stuff to work on for Jax's costume. I don't know if that's like a detail that I'm okay with skipping. You know what's been grinding my gears about this cosplay? The frickin' ruffles all over. I don't know what I don't. I've been trying to sew like a rolled brim, I think it's called, or roll like sort of like this on the shirt. If you see, like it folds in and then gets sewn in the back. I've been trying to do that for like the ruffles, and for some reason I've decided to do like a very convoluted way of doing it. In my head, I'm now, as I'm talking to you, I'm now realizing a simpler way to do it. But I'm committed to trying this like rolled brim method. But we're gonna keep I think it's one of those things where I'm gonna keep trying today, and if I don't get it done today, she looks crazy, just give me a show to watch. Yeah! Ruby's such a good show. Ruby's such a fun show. I'm spreading the good word of Ruby. I'm so glad. And I will say, like, cherish the first 3 seasons. After that, if you decide that like it's not really your style, you know, honestly, it's fair. But give it a chance. First 3 seasons. I think it's all on YouTube as well, so like you should be fine just like watching it all on YouTube. Rooster Teeth. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the ending's gonna be bad, isn't it? Honestly, I didn't even finish. I didn't even finish the series. Like, I don't know if I was like waiting for something. I think there was just like gaps in production. Like, it took a little longer than like anticipated, and then I just sort of lost interest. But like, it's like the first couple seasons are pretty good. I think it's one of those things where, well, okay, so the thing about Ruby is, it was created by, the original creator's name is Monty Orem, and he had unfortunately passed away after after producing season 3, and so like after season 3, it's like it's everyone, like it's not really his show. It's like how everyone else interpreted his show, if that makes sense. So the direction of the show kind of changes, and you can sort of see that if you're like paying attention. You can sort of see the direction change. Not to anyone's fault. I mean, like, how could you have anticipated that, right? But like, I do remember. I do remember like people saying like, yeah, it feels like a different show. I shouldn't watch it on YouTube first. I shouldn't watch it on YouTube first because it appears really disappointing, and here's why. No, well, okay, the original series is posted on YouTube. Like, it's made by Rooster Teeth, right? So like their whole shtick was like they do stuff on YouTube. Don't watch anything else other than the actual series. But like the actual series is like officially posted on YouTube. It's not like someone like uploaded stuff randomly on YouTube. Like, no. Like, the official series is on YouTube. Like, trust me, it's there. It's on YouTube. You can just watch it on YouTube. I think like the first season doesn't even like the episodes aren't even like they're like 10 minutes long. So like it's like the first season is probably the length of a movie realistically. Thank you, I'll watch it. Yeah. Ruby's such a fun show. Man, so many memories, so much potential. I say that, it's like it was fine. It was fine after season 3. But like you could tell that that it took a different direction. Yeah, first season 2 hours, there you go. Again, no fault of anyone's. Like, the original creator passed away. You can't really, you're doing the best that you can after something like that happens. Okay, we need more paper. And honestly, they did really well with what they had. And if you watched Gameoverse, the latest series from Glitch, they do have a shout out to Monty Orem like near the end, which is really touching. Like, I remember watching it, it's like, oh, this is so cool. Like, oh, this is like Gameoverse is an interesting show. This has like a lot of potential. And then like and then the last the end scene is like, oh, in memory of Monty Orem, and I'm like, what? I still need to look up why they did. Like, I don't know if they were just like shouting him out because he was like an influence, or like if he actually had a hand in Gameoverse. Because I think that would be really interesting if he did have a hand in Gameoverse. Monty Orem lives on. I feel like Glitch will just stop one day because of the community. No, see, Glitch will continue because like it's individual artists coming to them for like distribution, right? Glitch will survive all of this. It's whether or not the creators are gonna be able to handle the rabid fan base. Oh, did you watch Gameoverse? From what I hear. Oh, from what you heard. Oh, is there something going on? Is there like more going on with like thing? I did watch Gameoverse. Yeah, I liked it. I like Gameoverse. It was really interesting. Has a lot of potential. There's a lot of people complaining about like, oh, stuff isn't answered. I'm like, buddy, it's the pilot. Like, what do you like? Why would it be like a self-contained series in one episode? It's the pilot. We're gonna learn so much more about stuff. They're setting up for. They're setting stuff up. I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see what they have in store. I think it was funny though. Someone pointed out that like the entire first episode, the main cast was in freaking swimwear. So like, sure, that's a choice. Instead of showing them off in like their original outfits. Very interesting choice. You know what? Fair enough. To Undertale incident happened. Undertale incident. I'm not too familiar with Undertale, I will say that. But yeah, very excited to see what Gameoverse does. Very intrigued by the premise. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like very focused now on cutting these sheets of paper. I'll make sure it's on screen for you. Hold on. There you go. No, I don't. I want to forget. Don't open Pandora's box. Oh no. I don't even know what's happening, so I'm just not gonna ask. for everyone's sake, we will move on from the bad times. Okay, so where are we with this? Let's say, is this the center? Is this the center? I don't even know where the center is for this. That's fine. We'll tape it there. Mix, you should play Deltarune. I think first two chapters are free. Shouldn't I play Undertale first? Because I was debating getting into it, but like... Okay, I will say, I'm not sure like if I have time for it. But I would be interested in getting it. Because I plan to play... Nier Automata if my computer can handle it. And I think there's another one, Ruiner. Because those two games fit more into my like Android robot theming as a VTuber. So I want to try to play games that like fit into that more. That being said, I'm here freaking making cosplay of a Maid outfit, so like the theming is not entirely thing. Plus I'm playing Hollow Knight Silksong, so like there's that. But like, you know, there's a part of me that's trying to like, I don't know, like if I finish Hollow Knight, I'm gonna try playing Nier. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, Not really. They're diegetic with each other, yet they're separate at the same time. Not connected, but connected with Toby Fox said. Alright, alright, alright. Chapter 2 fits the team without spoilers. Oh, okay. Alright. Deltarune then? Deltarune. So I'm not gonna get chewed out if I play Deltarune without playing Undertale? Is that what you're saying? Biggest fear for streamer. Getting judged in public. I think this is good. Okay. I have to remember to do stuff on camera so that y'all can see me doing stuff. Oh, ads are starting in a minute again on Twitch. Just a heads up. We're gonna be taking another break in a minute. 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 Let's do here. Is that gonna cover everything? Kind of. Perfect. And again, the stuff, the shape of this pattern doesn't have to be perfect. Just because I'm gonna do the same thing with the other, like I did with the collar, and I'm gonna use the French curve to sort of like fill in any like curved points. So I'm not too worried about. I mean, I do want to try to make it as perfect as I can, just so that I'm not, so that I have an idea of what's going on. Okay, so I'm not even. Okay, so that's the center, I guess. Oh, ad break is running now. Oh, okay, then we're just gonna chill for a bit after I tape this part down. I remember playing games without knowing the storyline, like playing part 4 of the story was so good. Good story speaks for itself. I mean, sure. Yes. However, like from a completion, like I'm like partially a completionist, which doesn't really make sense. Like I like being able to play a series in order, just so that I can experience it in the way that like the creator intended, you know? Like you can absolutely play Silksong without playing Hollow Knight. I mean, okay, from a skill perspective, maybe not, but like from a story perspective, you can absolutely, from what I've seen of the story, because I'm still in Act 1 of Silksong, it seems like you'll be able to play Silksong, experience the story of Silksong, without having experienced the story of Hollow Knight. But I still feel like you should play Hollow Knight first before playing Silksong thematically, from a story perspective. Just so that you have this, like, you just get that extra layer of context, you know? Break over. Hey, welcome back, Twitch chat. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, as a child, now on the internet, the ability to experience everything is a must. For me, I need the shiny 100%. Yeah. Gotta get that Hundo P. I don't know who said that. I think a friend said that, and I'm like, that's stupid. now I'm using it. Wild how like we pick up slang from friends and stuff. Man, I remember when the freaking Toronto slang started becoming mainstream, and I'm like, wow, I like actively avoided this this like type of lingo because I despised it and I thought it sounded stupid. And now the internet's like, oh my god, so quirky, haha. And I'm like, wow, okay, well, my culture is being appropriated, but in a good way, so I guess it's fine now. I guess. I'm gonna be like, nice you beak fam. And people are gonna be like, oh my god, Toronto accent, oh, whoa. But then for me, it's just like, that's just how people talk. I think that's like the first time I like fully understood like the whole idea of like of like what's the word, like oh my god, what's the word, like not fantasizing, like fawning over accents, and like how for like people who speak that accent, they're like, I don't get it, like that's just how people talk, blah blah blah. Be careful, Mixer, you said your area. I did not actually, technically. Fun fact, did not actually say it, but we're good. But thank you though. Thank you for thank you for the warning. um but yeah, like it's oh, okay. Yeah. Cuz like I know people who speak that accent, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And now to see it like me, like to see it like be like fawned over on the main stage, it's like, oh, interesting. It's like when I went to I remember I went to tape rage baiting again. Yeah. I went to, oh my god, Wales. I went to Wales for holiday, and uh we were we went to this like clothing store. I wanted to check out some clothes, and person came up to us and asked like, "Oh, are you finding everything all right?" or something, blah blah. And we said like, "Oh yeah, we're good, thank you so much." And then she goes like, "Oh, are you guys from Canada?" And we're like, "What? how did you know?" Like, how do you like, are you following us? Like, who are you? And a person goes like, "Oh no, like like I can tell by your accent." And I'm like, "What? Canadians have an accent?" It's very eye opening, experience, just finding out that like we have a recognizable accent. I'm like, whoa, that's nuts, that's wild. Very interesting day. It's like, what? We have an accent? Like, what do you? Oh, that's so interesting. And then we just started chatting about whatever, and they're asking us like how our trip was and stuff. They're very polite, very kind, very welcoming. It was a very fun experience, but it's so interesting. And that wasn't even the first time. I think like a cashier as well. They were like, "Oh, are you from Canada?" Blah blah blah. And we're like, "Oh yeah, why? Like, how do you know?" And like, "Oh, your accent." I'm like, whoa, very eye-opening experience learning that there is a Canadian accent that is recognizable. I wonder if seals have accents. I think I know birds have accents. I think there was a study about birds having accents. Sorry, my brain wanders. No. This is perfect. My brain also wanders. I think birds have accents. I think whales have accents. This is a land of accents. Yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised if what do you say, seals? I wouldn't be surprised if seals have accents, just because I'm pretty sure whales have accents. And it's like aquatic mammal to aquatic mammal. I think they do. In here they invented a bird language. What? Yeah, I think birds. I wouldn't be surprised if birds have an accent, or birds have a language. Like, all animals have a language per se. It's like that one. There's that one post. It's like a Tumblr post or something, and it's like, did you know that elephants have a specific sound that roughly translates to "Be careful, there are bees in this area"? And someone replied saying, "Wow, I wish humans had a specific sound for that too." And someone replied to that reply saying like, yeah, we do. It's called, hey, there are bees in this area. And it just goes to show like how like technically what we're speaking right now to someone who doesn't speak any human language is going to listen to it and just hear like there's some semblance of a pattern to the language being spoken, but it's not coherent at all to them. You know? Like for birds, they speak like they like do the little tweets and stuff, blah blah. And like for us, we're like, okay, yeah, they're making noises, haha, it's a bird making noises, haha. But like realistically, we don't know if they're like actually speaking a proper language, and we just don't understand because we're not like attuned to that sort of like way of speaking. As far as we're concerned, that's just making noise, but for them, it's like a whole complex, or whole, maybe not too complex, but like it's a whole language. They whistle their mouths, allows you to communicate long distance. Feels scary to know that people didn't believe fish were conscious for years, like they were plants. Some plants are conscious, maybe not really. No, that's a fine example. Yeah, it's also kind of interesting too. Like we're slowly learning, like we're just sort of like widening our capacity to understand what consciousness is. I mean, I feel like in a sense, you sort of get this idea, or like for the longest time, I mean not the longest time, but like our initial thought is like, oh, consciousness is what we have, you know, like it is exclusively what we have as a species, and anything that doesn't act in the way that we do is considered not conscious. But then through science, we have broadened our horizon, or broadened our understanding of like the natural world, and come to realize that no, we are not, like, consciousness is not exclusive to us, and the ability to think in like there's a possibility that we are not the most complex thinkers on the planet, you know. There are dolphins, there are crows, there are like the mollusks, like octopus and squid. They have a complexity to them that we are like, oh, they're almost as smart as, or like there's like, oh, like this crow is almost as smart as a human baby, blah blah blah. It's like, well, like maybe, but like also we act like a baby when we're like trying to communicate with lesser beings. You know what I mean? So like, I would describe it as widening our empathy. At first, we treated other humans in different ways. We learned and changed now. Now we're doing it every type of animal. That's a nice way to look at it, Repto. I like that idea. Where it's a widening of our empathy for the natural world. But like, think of it that way, right? Like think of it when we're talking to a dog, for example. We're going like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, you're smart, blah, blah, blah. Who's a good boy, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so like, if for dogs, I can only imagine they think that that's like our baseline intelligence. You know what I mean? If we only ever communicate with dogs in like baby voice, who's to say that dogs think that our baseline intelligence is like the same as like a baby, like a human baby? So like, when we say other animals are, oh, they have the same intelligence as a human baby, like, who's to say they're only they're not just communicating to us in that way because they think we'll only understand them in that way? Is that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and think of it too, like, imagine how crazy, like how different it would be to like talk to a dog like you would like a college student. Like that is not. We would consider that not normal. We would consider that odd. So then why would a higher being do that for us? Interesting thought. Right? Is that right? Is that weird to think? Is that weird to consider? Like the way that we treat lower beings, why would higher beings treat us any differently? In the past, some people treated cats as gods, and now debate we still do that, so maybe it's the same for cats. There's also that too. Like cats sort of just treat us with this like we're like servants. So then no, it's not weird. Perfect. But yeah, the whole like me. I wonder if that's I wonder if that's like like if cats just naturally treat us like servants, and then we used to see that as like, oh, since like gods are the only ones that treat us like that, then that must mean cats are gods. You think that association was made, or do you think they just like held cats in some reverence because of thing, because of like their beliefs? I mean, there's probably like a belief where like a thing, like I like like there are religions now that hold animals with such high reverence. So that's just sort of a thing that we do. There's just some cultures that are like, yeah, that animal there, God. That it is a messenger from God. It is God themselves. It is a god of it is one god of many. Whatever it may be. I think this is a good pattern for the front shirt. Again, we don't need it to be like perfect. We just need it to be like enough to. Oh, we'll tape down these parts. What came first, the cats treating us as servants, or us treating them like that and they got the attitude? Yeah, could you imagine if we wound up like accidentally breeding that sort of like attitude from cats? Like through like selective breed, because like, okay, what was the breeding program like for cats back when they were treated like gods? Because in theory, the ones that are treated like... Actually, no, I guess it would be natural selection. Because the ones that are treated like gods are the ones that have that attitude, but then they're also being like well-fed and everything, so they're the ones that are going to be able to pass on their genes. So the next generation, the ones that survive are going to be the ones that are going to act like pompous pricks. So through like natural selection, we wound up breeding sass into cats. Chicken or egg, but for worshipping cats, yeah. Which came first, the worshipping or the attitude? That's so funny. Okay, how stable does this look? I think we want to put some tape here and here. I'm putting all this effort into try and make it stable. Meanwhile, I'm not even gonna use it past like tracing it onto a piece of paper. That's fine. Maybe this won't be big enough to be held on a piece of paper, so I'm gonna end up or maybe I'm gonna have to fold this in. Oh, okay. If I'm gonna have to fold this in half, then I'm gonna want to reinforce it. You know what? Alright, there you go. Look at that. We just justified the work. There we go. And there we go. Well, how are we looking on time? What do we... Oh, damn! We're making good time. Nice. All right. Yeah, we got more time. We'll keep going. Yes, and that's there, and then as that lift that, I think that's fine, and then this is good. Okay. So that's the front. Should we keep it? No, we'll take it off, and then we'll do the back. Okay. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just thinking about like how we're gonna line up the front and back, because like realistically, this is the only one. Oh, you know what we'll do? We are going to take this off, transfer it onto the back, and then use the remaining sheets of paper to get the curve on the back. I think that's our plan. Okay. Okay, go team. Good planning. I feel like companies ruined the public opinion for AI at first. With fear, somewhat expectation, now it's hate and annoyance. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Well, okay. The other thing too is that like AI as it currently stands, bad. In theory, really fascinating technology, really interesting thing. We're able to get like somewhat coherent conversation and function through um through like very sophisticated RNG. That's a really interesting concept for technology. You know, like to be able to get like a program to like draw images or reply in a human like fashion. That's a really interesting thing to be able to do for a machine. Now, uh like the way that it's been done, not ideal. With the freaking constant constant learning that is done using the data centers, and like how detrimental those data centers have been on people, and just like how much how much reliance has been put onto these machines as well, and like how much people are saying you must be reliant on these machines as well is also detrimental, because like it's making like I I AI companies are sort of like pseudo gas like they're sort of gaslighting us into thinking that we couldn't do any of this stuff before, but in reality we could. It's just that the way that our culture has become, the way our culture has become, like we demand like immediacy. Like we demand things to be done with expedience. It needs to happen right now, or else it's not worthwhile. There's a commodification of like the human the human experience, where like we need to do things now, or else it's not worthwhile. It needs to happen now, or else we're losing money to the shareholders. And it's like, well, some things need to be done slowly and with a precise hand in order for it to be good. But you can only have, it's either done fast, done good, or done cheap. You can only have two. And AI does it fast and cheap. Our brain also does that. It's always expecting reality. Yeah, like that's the other thing too, like with AI, is that like it's presenting itself as like a be all end all, when it's not. Like it's a like is it a good tool for some things to like help with automation? Yeah, definitely. It definitely um has its capabilities, but to completely give yourself towards it, I feel like is detrimental. Like there have been studies. Fast is expensive. Like I actually, no, you're right. It is now. Now it is getting more expensive now to run AI, in the way that people are using it, because like the way that companies are using AI right now is that they're constantly training it over the data that it's constantly consuming. So like you end up like in this infinite cycle of training, where AI was never really meant to do that. What AI is good at, I will say, is being given a specific task for it to learn how to do. For it to learn specificity, like that is what AI is good at. Is like doing a repeated task, doing a specific task repeatedly. Again, automation. It's but then to get it to like or to make you where's the is this lined up properly? Yeah, okay. To like make you rely on it in a way that's like wait, when? Is it here? Hold on. I think like this. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, like it's good at doing like things quickly and repeatedly. But the only reason why it's expensive to do now is because they're constantly training the model. You don't need to be doing that. Like the only reason people are doing that is because like they think that they need to like they're not even cleaning up the data. They're not even sterilizing the data set. Or sanitizing the data set, not sterilizing. They're not even sanitizing the data set. They're just feeding it the raw internet and expecting it to do well. And it's like, well, no, it's not gonna do well on the internet because like it's not often that the correct answer is posted. You just get like the way that AI works. You must understand is that it is giving you the answer that it gives you is the most likely the most likely response or the most likely desired response. Because in training, you ask it a question, it gives you an answer, and then you tell it whether or not the answer is correct or not. And some of that training is like objective, like, oh yeah, this is a correct answer, and some of it is subjective. It's like, oh, I didn't like your tone, you should have done it a lot nicer. And so you end up with this machine that is trained partially objectively, partially subjectively. AI is slowly becoming a hyperactive thing. That's not to humanize it. What? No, because it yes or no. Like it's the other thing too. It's like you are training like this. Like training it is the technical term. I will say that training it is the that is the technical in the AI like science community. Training the machine is the technical term. You train it, and you train it by feeding it information, and you like okay, the way you're supposed to train it, the way you're supposed to train AI is that let's say for like what's a good example? Let's say you're making a specialized AI that is able to read handwritten numbers and convert it into just reading handwritten numbers. So you show it a number, like you draw like the number 9 and you show it to this AI, and the AI is gonna randomly give you a random number at the end of it. It's gonna say, oh, that number is 5, and then you specify with the AI, like through coding, like that number is not 5, it's 9. That's incorrect. And so the AI will backpropagate its like neural network to lean towards answering 9 the next time you show it the number 9. So the next time you draw another number, and then you say it's 5, and it randomly says like, oh, that's 9. And then through coding, you reply back, and you're like, no, that's not 9, that's 5. And so the AI will backpropagate again through its neural network, and it will change its like internal weights so that the next time it gives you that random answer will lean towards a drawing of a 5, answering with a 5. And you do that like back and forth with like all these random stuff. But the important thing is that you're telling what the answer is. So you give it a question that you know the answer to, and then you can correct it, and it corrects itself so that the next time it randomly gives you an answer, that random answer is going to lean towards what the correct answer is going to be. That's all that it really is. So now, when you're training it off of the internet, sorry, I'm going to take a drink of water. So now, when you're training it off the internet, and you're like, what do you think the correct answer is going to be? The correct answer is going to be, like, I don't know. We want AI to be something beyond the sum of its code. That's essentially it. We want it to be a lot more than it actually is. And I mean, like, that's sort of what happens with like a lot of other tech, like a lot of other technology, right? We want it to be like the be all end all thing, and we want it to be this like big whole thing, but it's not. It's like it's really good at some of the stuff that it does, but it's not going to be this like generalized thing that we're able to just like ask it to do stuff for us without any thought or rhyme or reason. It's I don't know. There needs to be like there needs to be regulation, and there needs to be a whole paradigm shift on how we treat AI before it's able to be in everyone's good graces again. But until then, AI bad. Until then, we have to think. We have to. The current state of AI is bad. We need to denounce that until the people involved correct themselves. Well, I think we're good with the pattern. I think. So if you can imagine, this is gonna get folded in half. Maybe, you know what we'll do? We'll go on the backside. We're gonna start taping up the backside as well. Actually, no. I think we're sort of good to wrap up soon. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna fold this in half. Actually, we're gonna take a break now. Oh my god, very talky today. We got some good stuff going on. This is gonna be complete opposite to what happens on Wednesday. I think Wednesday, when we're playing Hollow Knight Silksong, I'm going to be a little less chatty. I'm gonna try to lock in a little more next on Wednesday's stream for Silksong, just so that because I've recognized, and maybe y'all have recognized too, when I go quiet and lock in, I'm able to do a lot better than when I'm sort of like doing it casually and chatting and stuff, blah blah blah. So I want to try and lock in a little bit harder for the next Silksong stream, if that's fine with you. I will try to chat, but it might not be too often. Next boss isn't hard, just need rhythm. We'll see how that goes. We're talking about thing, right? The something bellows? No. Something engine? No. What's the word? The I don't know where I am right now. Where am I in Silksong again? Next stream might just be exploration. Alright, noted. I think like haunted bellows or something like that. Where am I in Silksong? Maybe the mist? No. We completed the mist. We finished the mist. We're in somewhere. We got through the mist and we entered a room. Hold on. Someone check my Twitter. Or like my Blue Sky. Let's check it. Oh. I can't type with I can't type with one of my fingers because it's covered in tape. Hold on. I'm checking what did I post? Jadra, thanks for watching. Bunny cosplay. Oh, the post didn't oh damn it, okay. Oh, it's not doing the interesting, okay. Never bothered to check. Puff sleeve. Exhaust organ. You was at the organ. Yeah, exhaust organ. We're gonna be looking through the exhaust organ. So that's the plan for next stream, is exhaust organ. Okay. So anyways, All Night Silk Song stream Wednesday 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Exhaust, Oregon. Be there. Yeah. We finished our pattern. This part's gonna be removed, and we're gonna trace this out on paper off stream, and we're gonna continue on with it off stream. So this Friday is not gonna be more cosplay. This Friday is going to be visual novel. We're gonna be playing Endless Overhaul again. We're gonna be going through all the mail routes because it's Pride Month. Yeah, Pride Month. But then this Wednesday, Exhaust Organ, Silk Song. And I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever it is that you do on your preferred platform. I already told you what I'm doing next stream, so I'm not going to repeat it again. If you're watching this as VOD, hello VOD gang. Thanks for watching the VOD. Feel free to comment with is there like a tape emoji? Or like a glove emoji? Is there a tape emoji? I want to see if there's a tape emoji. Tape emoji would be funny. I'm just gonna like randomly search up emojis. Nope, not saluting face. I want tape. Nope, that's a nope. Okay, glove. Yeah, sure. Glove emoji, why not? Goodbye, everyone. Hopefully your day tomorrow tastes like lemon tea. That's very pleasant of you. Thank you, Repto. I hope your day tomorrow tastes like lemon tea. That's a nice ending. Alright, take care, everyone. Thank you for chatting along with me while I work on my cosplay stuff. Hopefully this is all done by Friday because I'm watching a movie on Saturday and I need to wear that to the movie. You have a nice day, Repto. You have a nice day, Looter. You have a nice day, Jojo, Phoenix, and who is the other one? Who is there? Is one of the newer folks? I can't remember the name. Scrolling through chat. Where did they sign in? When? Where did they? Jackin. Yeah. Alright, take care YouTube chat, take care Twitch chat. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Silk Song, let's go! Woo! Okay, bye-bye. Alright, where's our end screen? Oh my gosh, my mouse! I don't have any space on my desk. Oh my god. Here we go. Goodbye. Wow.